So my mother and I don't have a great relationship. I recently moved to a new place in a really nice area because I just got a really nice new job. Suddenly my mom really wants to come and visit and see me. I do my best to make up excuses, but she pushes so hard that eventually I cave. I've been cooking a lot since I got here because I have a nice big kitchen all to myself. Recently I started making lechiao. I love it. Well, my mom and dad got here yesterday afternoon/evening and settle in, and we start talking about dinner. As usual, Mom has to pick after looking at online menus for a couple hours to make sure they fit with her dietary requirements. She ends up picking a vegan restaurant that's across town, but she's just so tired from the drive up, she can't fathom getting back in the car. So Dad and I agree to go pick it up while she rests. Driving across my new city is a long process, which I told her ahead of time, and it's a little over an hour later when we get home with the vegan/gluten-free food she wanted. She's not vegan, but she is adamantly gluten-free and has been for a few years now. We get inside, and as I am opening the food in the kitchen, I notice the Pyrex Snapware container of lechiao that was in my fridge is now empty in my sink. She even dumped out the sauce that I'd been soaking them in. I asked her if she'd eaten something out of my fridge while we were gone, and she said that yes, she had eaten some chicken because she was getting lightheaded from hunger, but it was terrible, and she was so ready for some real food. Now this is where I might have been the asshole. Instead of telling her what she had actually eaten, I just rolled my eyes and dished up the food for everyone, and we ate. She continued to remark about how bad and oily the chicken was all night. I finally snapped when she brought it up again first thing this morning when I was picking them up from their hotel. My mom made a joke about not wanting me to cook them breakfast because she didn't want more oily chicken or something to that effect. I finally said, "Mom, that was homemade lechiao, and I don't understand why you ate all of it if you hated it so much." She asked me what lechiao is, and I explained that it's essentially 100% gluten. I watched as her face dropped, and sure enough, within 30 minutes her stomach was killing her, and she was having difficulty breathing and needed to go to the emergency room. The whole time we were there, she went on and on to the nurses and doctors about how I'd fed her gluten and not told her until it was too late for her to take her medicine, and crying, because now the whole trip was ruined. Mind you, this is the hospital where I work. My dad essentially told me to go home and think about my actions and give my mother some space, and now I'm just sitting here alone in my cool new place feeling like a dick and super anxious about what work is going to be like next week. So, AITA?